So 5 years ago, when I started my fitness journey, my goal back then was simple: to have six-pack, be shredded, and like what I see in front of the mirror. So I was like restricting myself with super low calories without knowing actually how much I need to eat, without knowing how much protein I should have, and also like training every day almost, like doing long cardio sessions. And I was like seeing some kind of small progress maybe for 2 weeks, but because I was like on so super low calorie diet, I had so much like cravings, so I was like eating chocolate, donuts. After 2 weeks, it was regaining all the progress back, and it would happen for like, I think like 6 months or even a year. So in this video, I'm gonna share you 3 things that helped me to go from this to this, so you don't waste like 6 months or year doing the same mistakes I did. So yeah, let's dive into the video. So number 1 sign is that you're under eating is that you feel like a lot of like cravings or hunger levels throughout the day. To lose weight, you actually don't need to feel those like symptoms. Of course, sometimes it's all right, when you like are fasting or waiting for your next meal. But if you're like having it all throughout the day, you really crave food, that's a really big sign that you are under eating the calories you need, or you also crave certain foods, like probably the junk foods, processed foods. That's also a big sign that you're under eating, because if you're eating a whole food diet, you are in your calories, you shouldn't feel like those cravings. And you don't have to be on like super low calorie diet to lose weight. First of all, as well, yeah, you can eat a lot of food actually and lose weight, but then you also have to prioritize, of course, your training and knowing how much you should eat, and that's like pretty good, right? Also, a mistake what I made was like doing intermittent fasting a lot of the times, because you actually miss a lot of your like, let's say, protein window intake. You skip breakfast, but you actually could eat breakfast, get more protein in your day, because what happens when we fast, like we maybe eat for 6-8 hours like eating windows, and then for like, let's say 12 or 14 hours we don't eat. And if you eat like maybe 1 or 2 meals in a day, you maybe get like each meal like 40-50 grams of protein, which is like 100 grams of protein. Do you think that's enough to like maintain your muscle mass? And if you like continue like that with under eating your protein, yes, you for sure you're gonna like lose weight, but you're also losing like muscle mass, and you are becoming this like skinny fat type physique, which probably you don't want, and I like also like don't want that. But back then I didn't know that I have to like hit my protein and that I don't actually need to restrict myself. I can still eat pretty a lot and not feel hungry, not have cravings, and still lose weight. So yeah, make sure you are not feeling hungry, you don't have cravings, because if you will have, probably it's not gonna be sustainable. So definitely change that. And sign number 2 is that your training sucks. So when I was on that like low calorie restriction diet, like my trainings really was sucking, like I was like, yes, going to the gym, still doing my compound, but like I was not able to do like overload progression, like, or have energy really good and feel happy in my workouts. Like I was like going there like a zombie, because like I was like going like hungry to the workout, feeling hungry throughout my workout, which was not great at all. And also the biggest mistake, like I was just like losing progress. So basically that 1 year when I went to the gym, like I could build way more muscle than I have right now, because the first years are one of the most important years in your like fitness health journey. You get like so much progress in those years. And if you are like really restricting yourself with low calories, you don't have the energy for your workouts. You don't have the energy to go every week and be consistent and increase weight. That's also really super important aspect in weightlifting, to do like small overload progression. You do this week with 16 pounds of squat. Next week you want to try with 65. And that's like called overload progression. And when you are restricting yourself, like you will not have energy to do that overload progression, right? You can still be in calorie deficit, but small one. and still do overload progression, yes. But if you are like restricting really much, you have those hunger levels, probably your workout's gonna suck. So you definitely want to eat a bit more to have energy for your workouts, have energy for your movement, and you're gonna see also way better progress. See also more muscle mass, because what also happens, a lot of people make mistake. Okay, I'm like restricting myself a lot, with intermittent fasting, under eating, you're losing weight, you're losing also muscle, and then you go to the gym and you don't have energy to lift heavy weights, so you just do long cardio sessions. But with long cardio sessions, you're not building muscle mass, so if you like make those two things in your journey, you're actually making things worse, because you're with diet, because you're under eating, you're not hitting your protein intake, you're already losing muscle mass. And by doing long cardio sessions, you're losing muscle mass. So basically, you are not doing anything good for your body. You're like making things worse, having this skinny, fat body type, which I think, again, you don't want. If that's your goal, then just go for it. But I don't think no one wants to have it. I think everyone wants to like have this like toned body, and that's achievable with strength training, doing overload progression, and being in like smaller calorie deficit, not restricting yourself. And that's how you achieve that, like being in a tone, liking what you see in front of the mirror, being more fit in your favorite clothes. So, and third sign is that your sleep and energy levels are lacking. So when I was like restricting myself with like super low calories, not knowing how much I actually need to eat, training every day, like I was like so exhausted. I was still then working in a Amazon factory in England, so like 12-hour shifts, still trying to go for gym sessions then, which I did. But yeah, like my days were like so exhausting. My sleep was like so poor because our body doesn't get the energy, from food. We eat food because we need to like maintain also normal body functions in our day-to-day life, right? And if you don't get enough like food, nutrition, like there's also like your body starts to like reject some things, like you're not gonna have like good quality sleep. You're gonna lack you're lacking energy levels. And then you can also see, let's say, bodybuilders, when they train for their competition, when they are like super restricting themselves, they can't do anything. Their sleep really sucks. And so if you are experiencing like lack of energy, lack of sleep, lack of good quality sleep, high chances as well you are like under eating, so I highly suggest them bump up those calories a bit higher, see if the body changes, if your sleep is better, if your like workouts are getting better, I really highly suggest to do that, because as I said, like you don't need to restrict yourself in that low calories to see some great results. So yeah, you're actually serious about gaining like more progress, having more energy in your day-to-day life, and you want to have like more personalized journey that fits your lifestyle and needs, then book that Health Discovery Health Assessment call, link in bio. I'm gonna make sure we are the right fit to each other and making sure that I can actually help you. And if you want to learn more about it, go check my main YouTube video in my YouTube channel. Feel free to check out my client wins, client interviews to see their experience working with me. And if you enjoyed this video, of course, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I see you in the next video.